Students, till now we have discussed about the autotrophic nutrition, and the plants are having autotrophic nutrition and they can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Today we will do activity 1.1 and the topic synthesis of food other than carbohydrates. Before doing activity 1.1, there is a column Bovit, that is Bujo, has observed some plants with deep red, violet or brown leaves. He wants to know whether these leaves also carry out photosynthesis. You have also seen many leaves which are of different colors, which may be of purple color, which may be of green color or reddish in color. Do you think they do not have any chlorophyll? No. In addition to chlorophyll, there are also some other photosynthetic pigments which help in photosynthesis, and due to the presence of these other photosynthetic pigments, they are of different colors. They are also having chlorophyll, but along with chlorophyll these leaves also has one more photosynthetic pigment, and their red, brown or any other color which is present in these leaves mask their green color, because that color is present in large quantity, large amount as compared to green color, and these leaves also perform the process of photosynthesis like that of green leaf. Now I will discuss about activity 1.1. In activity 1.1, what we have to do, we have to take two potted plants and we will place one plant in dark for about 72 hours and second in sunlight. We know plants require sunlight for the process of photosynthesis, so that plant which is kept in sunlight will perform continuously the process of photosynthesis and will store the food, whereas in second plant which is kept in dark, that is of same type, in that there will be no formation of starch. We know the food is stored in the form of starch in plants. After 72 hours we will perform the iodine test. What we will do, we will take a leaf from that plant which is kept in sunlight and the second leaf from that plant which is placed in dark. We will boil these leaves separately in alcohol. Why we boil these leaves in alcohol? Because alcohol removes all the chlorophyll, all the green color from the leaves. After boiling these leaves in alcohol, we will place them on some surface and we will perform the iodine test. We have done iodine test in 6th class also. What is iodine test? We know iodine solution always gives blue black color with the starch solution. So if the leaf will have starch, it will turn into blue black color, and if the leaf will not have starch, it will not turn into blue black color. When we will perform this activity, we come to know that the leaf which is placed in dark, in that no iodine test is seen, there is no formation of any blue black color, but the leaf which is kept in sunlight, in that there was photosynthesis process, there was formation of starch and we get the blue black color. So in this activity, from this activity we come to know that plants store their food in the form of starch, and this presence of starch can be confirmed by the iodine solution. Now the next, you should also know what is algae. Algae are also the green plants. Students, you might have seen algae floating on waters of ponds, lakes, etc. These algae also have chlorophyll. They can, due to presence of this chlorophyll, they can prepare their own food, same like that of plants, by the process of photosynthesis. So these algae are also autotrophic. They are having autotrophic mode of nutrition. Algae are also of different kind, like red algae, green algae, brown algae, and their color is due to the pigment which is present in large amount in these algae. Generally the algae which you see nearby your ponds, that is green algae. Now synthesis of food other than carbohydrates. Plants synthesize carbohydrates by the process of photosynthesis, and carbohydrates are the substances which are made up of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Now, after formation of carbohydrate, these carbohydrates are used to make other components such as proteins and fats in case of plants. You can see here these carbohydrates are used to form proteins and fats in plants. But we know proteins also have nitrogen in them. So the question arises, from where the plants take this nitrogen. Although 78% of air consists of nitrogen, but plants cannot take directly this nitrogen from the air. This gaseous nitrogen has to be converted into its usable form, that is, it should be converted into its nitrogenous compound. Plants do not have the ability to convert this nitrogen into this usable form, but it has been seen that there are certain microorganisms in the soil which have the capability to change this free nitrogen into its usable form compounds, and in this way then plants can take this nitrogen from the soil. Similarly, in certain plants like leguminous plants, there are certain bacteria called rhizobium bacteria, and these rhizobium bacteria also have the capability to change this free nitrogen into its usable nitrogenous compound, and from there plants can take this nitrogen. So in this way nitrogen is absorbed by the plants. Farmers also add some fertilizers to the soil. Generally these fertilizers are rich in nitrogen, and then plants can absorb these nitrogen through their roots. When plants get the nitrogen, they can synthesize the proteins also. They can also synthesize proteins and vitamins. So in this way the synthesis of food takes place in case of plants which are other than carbohydrate. Not only carbohydrates are required by plants, they also require proteins, vitamins and fats like that of other animals. Thank you.